As an accountant, I get asked this question all the time, and it's an interesting question, and I want to pose it to you guys to see what you think. And also, drop a comment down below. Let me know your experience about this. Is it better to invest in stocks or real estate, right? Of course, the answer is to do both. We all know the answer is both. But which one do you think is better? I get asked that question so many times. So I guess I'm going to do a quick video for you guys and just have this conversation because it's only right. It feels like this is a question a lot of people want to know. And especially if you're new to finance and you want to start investing, this is a question that get asked so many times. So let me take it like in a pro-con type way, all right? Well, first of all, with stocks, there's a great thing with stocks, right? And real estate has a sort of the same concept, but let me just continue talking. So with stocks, you could either buy individual stocks, right? Which I don't recommend, but some people do like buying their individual stocks, or you could buy it in a mutual fund, right? So with stocks, that's the beautiful thing. It takes the guessing game to find out which stocks you should invest in, okay? Most people always talk about investing in an index fund that follows the S&P 500. That's the 500 best companies, okay? That's being operated by the 500 best CEOs, trying to increase the value as much as they can of the stock, right? Of the value of the company, which in turn increases the value of the stock. So if you invest in the S&P 500, that's an awesome thing to do, right? So usually I tell a lot of people, okay, investing in the S&P 500 index fund, you're good to go. That's the best thing to do. Now with real estate, it has its own thing as well, right? People always think with real estate, you have to actually physically buy a home, right, in order for you to become an investor. You don't, right? You can also invest in rates, right? It's called REIT. You can invest in rates as well, which is funds that have, money from developers, from construction, from collecting payments, mortgage payments, all that and whatnot in our actual rate, okay? That's for real estate. That's a fund that people can invest in as well. So you could become an investor in real estate in multiple ways, right? Well, two, right? One is you actually own property, and the other is actually owning a fund. So you have two ways to become an investor. And if you don't want to be a landlord flipping homes, then that's an option. So they're both actually good. There's both great investments, but you need to decide what it is you want to do, right? If you're someone that really believes in real estate, you really believe in real estate, and you want to be a landlord, you just like buying homes and flipping it, then of course real estate is a great option. But both, right, with stocks and real estate, it comes risk. There's risk. The same way it depends on where you buy your home. If you buy your home in an area that's booming, that's great. It's the same with stocks. If you buy your stocks in a company that's doing good, the economy is thriving, there's a good chance that the value of the stock or your portfolio is going to go up as well. So market conditions plays a role in both. It plays a role in real estate and it plays a role in stocks. But when it comes to real estate, you got to come to realization is, why do you actually want to get into it? You see, so many people hearing stuff on TikTok or hearing someone else becomes filthy rich on real estate, but some people just have an extreme passion for real estate. Okay, the extreme passion for real estate. Yes, the goal is for money, but they have a dream and a passion of buying homes and flipping it. They love the process of that. Not everyone is that, and that's the problem that happens so much. Is people think they could just jump into real estate and just start flipping homes and start making all this money because everyone's promising all that money. But that's not the case. There's a lot of risk associated with it. And there's a lot of things associated with it. We're talking about property taxes, we're talking about homeowners insurance, you're talking about having a good tenant. Hopefully you have a good tenant. You might have a bad tenant. They might not pay. There's so many elements that come along in real estate that doesn't make it always the best. It doesn't always make it the best option. So I tell people you gotta decide which one you want to choose. Now, I will tell you this, because money, right, is obviously the big goal here. We all want to increase our net worth as much as possible. I will tell you this, right? I've had started investing. Well, what I'm gonna say is, I'm gonna compare the amount of money I made in real estate and the amount of money that I made in investing, right? Now, I'm not filthy rich whatsoever. I'm on my financial free journey. So with that being said, my 401k right now, the balance is like $130,000, right? And that's with, right now I'm 43 years old. That's with like 12 to 13 years of investing. In my 20s, I did not invest a lot. And I started investing slowly, but then now I aggressively invest. I get at least a company match. I put some money in a Roth IRA. So now I'm taking my future serious. So I made like $130,000. But this thing with real estate, right? I got extremely lucky, right? Because also people think of real estate as well as far as investing is in your own home. Right? There's equity in your home that increases your net worth, and people associate the net worth with the equity in the home. To me, whatever. I think that's debatable because you can't just tap into it, right? Stocks, I could cash out, take that money, and do what I want to do with it. With selling a home, it takes a long process. You have to find a willing buyer of your home. So with that being said, I bought my home in 2020, and within a few months, the value of my house went up $50,000 more. And then within a year, it went up $150,000 more. So 13 years of investing, I made like $130,000, and like almost a year and a half of living in my home, I made $150,000 in appreciation, right? Am I lucky? Yes. Does it happen to everyone? No. But once again, it goes back to your preference here, right? It really goes back to your preference, your timing of the market, and the homes that you buy, and doing your research. It's a lot of research that's involved in real estate. So to basically just wrap this all up, do both. Try to do both, right? Try if you can. I know right now it's hard for people to get a home, but understanding having a home, you get some equity in it, and that certainly helps in the long run, especially when you're older and you decide to sell your house and move into either downsize. You can make so much money. Some people prefer doing a HELOC, taking money out to flip homes. That's not my thing. I'm not going to recommend that, but it has worked for other people. They take money out of their home, they buy other property, they flip it, they do a bunch of stuff, and it works for some people. I am not going to recommend that. I'm not going to recommend that. I don't mess with my equity in my house. I don't touch it whatsoever. So with that being said, it's good to do both. Really, it's good to have both. It's always good to get at least the match in your 401k. Try to get a home. But if you don't own a home, it's okay, guys. Like I said, you still can invest and buy, a real estate fund, some type of rate as well. If you really love real estate, but you don't have the funds right now to like put a lot of money into flipping homes, you can still do that. You can do both, right? You can even put money in your 401k at work and invest in rates as well within your retirement. You have a bunch of options. So to sum it all up, it's really what you're passionate about. If you're passionate about real estate, by all means, go ahead and go for it. You can't make money off of real estate, and you can't make money off of stock. You guys let me know what you think. What has your experience been? You feel like you make more money in real estate, or do you feel like you make more money with stocks? Drop a comment down below and let me know how you feel about that. Catch you guys in my next video. Peace.